Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon for others. Um, let's go. I just remembered you were going live when the notification went off. Well, I'm glad the scheduled posts are working. That's what that tells me. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Carlos. That light's too bright on my face. Danny's on vacation still, so he's not going to be back there. Um, has my day been? How's my morning been? Um, Went to bed at 5. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't wind down. Was just kind of uh rustling around endlessly. Couldn't settle in. Just kind of you know wrestling with my own insecurities and flaws. Got in my own head. Wasn't able to sleep till 5. So it wasn't great. But you know what? That's okay, because I'm here now. And this Pokemon roster on the screen is not the current one. That's okay. I'm going to go adjust that light real quick. Turn up the mic. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, how's this? Is this better? Alright. You let me know if it's not, I'll fix it. Just applied for a credit card from Best Buy to build credit and immediately got declined. Okay, well, that's awful and confusing. I really, I turned the mic up some more. Sorry, I saw some kind of flickering on my end. Uh, Thomas, I would recommend Discover. That's who I got a credit card with a few years ago, and they approved me pretty easily. I think the store credit card would probably be a bad route to go anyway. I think that I don't know. The idea of making your primary credit card a store branded one always seemed weird to me. There's probably some predatory stuff hidden in there. I would recommend Discover. I'm sure they've got some good offers. Uh, I think they specifically go for people who don't have a credit history. You know, so they should approve you. Um, they raised my spending limit. Yeah, like I not much anymore, but because it's already so high. But in the first year or two, it doubled and then doubled again and then doubled again because I was responsible and whatever. So they felt it was fine if they raised the limit. Yeah, I would recommend Discover. I think they're a pretty good company. Only problem is not everywhere takes Discover, but I feel like in the States I've only run into that issue like 3 times in my entire life. So not really that big of a deal. When I went over to the UK though, nobody took Discover. I I had to link my other card, which was a bank card. I didn't want to have to just use a debit card, but I had no choice because that was the only MasterCard or Visa that I had. I can turn the game down a little bit too, if that helps with the mic. I'm dehydrated. I went too hard on the Super Bowl last night. Um, so, so I'm not, yeah. Yeah, if a place doesn't take Discover, just use your debit. And like I said, it's not really a thing anymore. Like people used to make jokes about it. I think there's like gags about that on like The Simpsons and Family Guy and stuff, where like somebody will try and use Discover and then they get laughed at. Not really a thing anymore. Like I said, I've only ran into like the number of times I've ran into something where I couldn't use my card is like less than one hand's worth of instances. Uh, did I go out last night? Oh no, sir. Nope. I just overindulged. Uh, I'm afraid to go out during the Super Bowl. Football people are crazy. American football people are crazy. I mean, sports people are crazy in general. You know, if it's the World Cup or the Super Bowl or whatever, any kind of championship, people are going to be psychos and use any excuse to just get plastered and destroy shit. I stayed in. Yep. You went to your old work. What, Guagino's? Is that what it's called? No, not really. Yeah. I didn't mean to walk in here. Whoops! Well, hopefully we're ready. Uh, so no, we're not. I leveled a teensy tiny bit after last week's stream, as you can tell, or maybe not. Swampert's level 50. I think he's level 43, 48, 43. 45. We're probably still under leveled, so we'll have to spend the beginning of this session grinding just a little more. Torkoal I threw in there because, god damn it, I like Torkoal, and I was tired, and last week I threw in Golbat from the Victory Road Cave, and then I remembered Golbat's not a Gen 3 Pokemon, and I wanted my team to be all Gen 3, so... No, I'm not a sports guy. I didn't really watch the game. Uh, the Super Bowl is more just an excuse for people to get together. Joe's not a sports person either. But it's just an excuse to hang out with people you don't normally hang out with. Because at least one person's going to give a shit about the game. It's just a good excuse, really. I mean, he gets into it, apparently. I didn't know he was a football guy. I knew Thomas liked sports, but... Well, I guess it has to be football. Because I've never heard him talk about soccer. I've never heard him talk about baseball. Or, hockey. You're not at all a sports guy? Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever heard you talk about sports before yesterday. So that was kind of weird. But I didn't question it, because I just assumed, okay, he's a football person. And he just never brings it up because he knows we're not football people. I don't know. I can't watch MMA. I don't watch it. I'll watch it if I'm at a friend's house. I have a friend who's very into it. But, it's too brutal. Morning, Joe. We're about to fight the Elite Four and get our asses kicked. You know what? Probably bad to only be... Oh, that's why I did it. I was going to say, the webcam would look better up here. But then I remembered it's just shoddily hidden. It's just this, but minimized and cropped. Yeah, Thomas is working on me right now. I'm gonna crop this again. I know, last stream, who gives a shit? I give a shit. Um, but where's my crop option? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, your monitors went on sale. Can you send me the link? I'm just curious which ones you're getting. I did not crop that even close to far enough. Oh yeah, I've heard of these, the G5s. Yeah, they seem like a decent brand. HD HDR. I don't know why I stopped at HD. Every fucking monitor is HD. G-Sync, was it 144p or what? 1440p? Good. Yes, 144 refresh rate. That's what I was wondering. But if it's G-Sync, it probably is. Uh, yeah, you're in good hands, probably. Um, not 144p. Okay, well, you're not gonna find many things that use 165 hertz. Uh, so, but 144 is, that's pretty much the limit for most games. If you're not running it uncapped, but if you play a game uncapped, there's problems. I've learned that. Uh, oh. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Like making the switch from one monitor to two monitors is huge. It changes everything. It's like impossible to go back. It's one of the reasons why I don't like working off a laptop. I know you can plug a laptop into multiple monitors, but the whole point of the laptop is that you can bring it around and stuff, so you really can't do that. Not conveniently. You'd have to lug a monitor with you everywhere you go. How's this look? This looks bad, probably. Alright, we're gonna leave it. Yeah, we're gonna leave it. This is better, because now we can actually read the right side of the text boxes. Any keyboard recommendations? I have the Corsair K91. I think that's what's K92. I like it. It's got media controls. It's got a numpad. They're clicky mechanical keys. The only thing I have to say about it, oh, it's also got RGB and you can like change the colors and stuff. The only thing I don't like about the K92 is that at some point, a few months after getting it, my left Windows key stopped working. That's a hardware problem. It's not a software thing. I've updated the firmware and stuff. I mean, every keyboard comes with two window keys, and it's not like they're used in any, so I just hit the right one if I need it. Or Control Escape, I think, is the shortcut for the Windows key. But, I don't know. The K92, or whatever it's called, it's a pretty solid keyboard. I just don't, mine had a defect. And I could have probably sent it back, because it was only a few months after I bought it. The warranty would probably have still covered it, but I didn't, because I'm fucking stupid. Um... Okay. Uh, Enough tech talk. Let's fight these animals with our animals. All right. Well, we're off to a great start here. Um, In an earlier, getting away from the tech talk, earlier before I asked about the monitors, you mentioned something about sports being a waste of time. I mean, look, I'm not gonna defend sports too heavily because all my life, and this is probably true for most people that have nerdy hobbies, get looked down upon by sports people. But sports is really no different than playing a game, or well, like watching a let's play. Really, you're watching a tournament or something. No, I mean, I don't watch sports, so I just I don't know. I think about all the times I've heard people in my life say that my hobbies are a waste of time. Yeah, if you like sports, that's fine. I you just it's like sports people. They are nerds. Uh, they're usually obsessed with like stats and players, like how they're able to keep track of like dozens of teams and hundreds of players, and then all the stats for those hundreds of players, and keep track of all the dozens of games going on at once is kind of stupid. Not stupid like dumb, stupid like inconceivable. It's a lot of information to care about and somehow manage in your everyday life. About something that I think is meaningless. Yeah. My team is not ready. I don't think my team's even going to make it past this guy. Like, people make fun of people for not really anymore, because it's like, I mean, corporations kind of figured out that nerd culture was the best thing for making money. So then, behind the scenes, hey, let's make nerd culture cool. Because if we make nerd culture cool, more people buy stupid nerd culture shit. But, like, it's no different than the people who used to play D&D and get bullied for it. Like, they're worrying about all the stats of these players and monsters, and the locations and their spells, and it's really the same as the fucking guy sitting in the chair worrying about the running back of the fucking Kansas City Chiefs, and his stats for the season. It's even less involved because like you're not playing the game. You're just watching other grown men play the game. Uh, how they made Big Bang Theory for mainstream people? I mean, they probably did. I mean, like, it's just like, people used to get bullied for. That's not even just a movie thing, that's just a real thing. People used to get the shit bullied out of them for liking, comic books or games or whatever. And then at some point in the aughts, in the early 2000s, you know, I don't want to put the singular blame on one piece of media. It could be the MCU, it could be the Big Bang Theory. Something happened, and then nerd culture was cool. And then you start seeing the Walmart T-shirts, like the one I'm wearing. Thank you, Milsa. Uh, and and it's just like I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just like everybody likes nerdy shit now. Everybody likes superheroes. Well, a lot of people are sick of superheroes now, but I don't know. I'm not even gonna say a lot because those movies still make $1 billion uh, every time they come out. But but yeah, no. Nerd culture is it's okay to be a nerd now. It's cool to be a nerd, and a lot of people who were nerds that didn't have that luxury growing up. Where did I give? Who did I give the XP share to? I gave it to Explode. Okay. I don't really think this is a good place to train a psychic type because, well, there's Hariyama and then there's who else? Golbat, Sableye. Sableye is a dark type. We might just get rid of Torkoal. Like, I think Torkoal might just... he's so underleveled at this point. Torkoal's really only there to be a placeholder while I heal the other 5 or revive them in battle. He's there just to take some hits. A hit. We're gonna grind a little bit and we'll just talk. We'll just enjoy our morning. I still plan on finishing the game today. I don't think we're that far off. Just gotta get a couple more levels on these guys. Yeah, my favorite part of the Super Bowl is the food. You know, wings, pizza rolls we had yesterday. We had wings and chicken strips. It was kind of a lot. We usually get jalapeno poppers. We didn't have any, which was tragic. You had Italian? Well, of course you did. You were at Tony Soprano's Pizzeria or whatever. 4 beers, 4 Long Islands, and a giant plate of pasta. Damn. What is a Long Island? I know it's a drink, but what's in that? I've never had one. I'm not really a cocktail... I mean, I don't really drink that often. But when I do, I typically just drink whatever's given to me. I don't know anything about cocktails. It sounds gay. Is it gay, Thomas? Oh, not much. I just got my ass beat. Tequila, vodka. Alright, already sounds terrible. I've had both of those. And, sours, which is like lemonade. Okay. A spritz of Pepsi. The lemonade and the Pepsi make it sound doable. Depends on the ratio, I guess, but I'm guessing it's mostly alcohol if you say spritz. It's good and that's all that matters. Okay, so it is gay. But you're fine with that. And that's fine. You have a right to be fine with that. And I have a right to respect that you're fine with that. Well, what's with all these fruity drinks? You got the Long Island and the Manhattan and the Cosmopolitan. What's all these fucking drinks named after New York? It's like a hard Arizona half and half. Okay. And Arnold Palmer with booze. I can see that being really good, actually. But that's tea. I guess you replace the tea with vodka and tequila. I don't know. I would try one of those. Yeah, I would try one for sure. The only cocktail in my life I think I've ever had was rum and coke. When I was in Puerto Rico, I went to this bar, this outdoor bar and grill, about a 5-minute walk from the house we were renting. And so, me and my friend who I was there with, we were drinking, and I got a rum and coke, and I didn't understand the concept of a double. I assumed that if it was a double, I was getting 2 of the same drink, just in a bigger cup, together. Not that it was double the portion of the alcohol, but the same amount of the Coke. So that fucked me up pretty fast. I also did shots of tequila, which I had never done before. I did the salt and the lemon, or the lime, I mean. Uh, Tequila's nasty, but it got the job done. I feel like I used to get really drunk really easily because of my how do I SSRI, I guess, my, I was going to say anti-depression drug, but I would be able to take like one beer would have me just I couldn't drink. Like, one can of beer would be enough to put me out. It made me super sensitive. Um, and that was on top of the liquor, the heavy liquor in Puerto Rico, and I wasn't blackout. I've never done that. That scares me. Not like it's something people choose to do, but I told everybody wanted to drive back to the house, and I told them I'd walk. So I just walked through the jungle by myself. Just like, I'll see you guys at the house. Could have died. I could have tripped and fallen into a ditch. I could have been mugged. I could have, I mean, Puerto Rico's not a horrible place. I mean, we traveled around the whole island. I have a very positive view of it. And we didn't just stay in like San Juan the whole time. We weren't anywhere near San Juan except for the airport. My point is, I'm not trying to paint Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico as a horrible place full of muggers. But in any place, if I'm drunk wandering on the roadside, somebody could mug me or kill me. And that didn't happen. I walked back to the house and it was nice. Wonderful night breeze. I looked a bit squiffy. What does that mean? No, it wasn't through the jungle. It was like the road was going through the jungle. The road was going through the jungle. I wasn't like cutting through vines. I was walking on next to a not a dirt road. I was walking on the dirt path next to the road. Yeah, yeah, tips. Yeah, yeah. I was, man. So anyway, I missed your first message. Yeah, no, I don't really have a high tolerance for drinking. Uh, yeah, that first beer we had in London, I was tipsy for sure. Somewhere beyond tipsy, probably. Keeping it together. Uh, cause that stuff was good. What was it called? House Rules or something? I've never had that before. I know they have it here. And I know I know some people who've had it because, I guess it's just like a thing at places that have board games and stuff. Those types of places exist in Detroit too. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, it used to be because of my medication, but I don't take that anymore. And because I never drank, yeah, no tolerance. Everybody thinks I have a high tolerance because I'm fat. But there's no scientific basis to that. I mean, there should be. You'd think there be. Maybe there is on paper, but in reality, I get drunk very fast. And it's not something I do by myself or do very often. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't drink a lot, you don't build up a tolerance. I just always assumed that, if you're a bigger person, you have a naturally higher. But that is not the case. I've since learned in the past like 2 years, since I really started drinking in social situations, which I don't really do that either because I'm usually driving myself home. Um, it also depends on how much you eat. Interesting. I only drink right before all of my live streams. That's the only time I drink. And then I start having rants about autistic people and Pokemon that I have to cut out for the YouTube version. I didn't have to cut it out. And that was a joke. I actually drink twice as much as I normally would before my streams. I wonder if I get higher leveled enemies if I go deeper into the cave. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we did have a burrito. That's true. But that should have helped us, I think. Yeah, I've only heard stories of people being blackout drunk, and it sounds terrifying. The idea of being... It's like sleepwalking. It's like you're doing stuff, but you're not even conscious. Like, in retrospect, that's what it is. I guess you're conscious in the moment and you just lose memory of it, but the idea that you'll wake up in the morning and you could have killed a man or something, that's... Alright, it looks like the enemies are the same level under here that they are up there. There's something about drinking that I like. You know, you can call it a romanticism. And that's, you know, marketing, I guess. And just media portrayal. But I've always liked cocktails and bartending and how, you know, it's like a scientist with all these beakers and vials of these various liquids of different colors and viscosities, and they're creating potions. They're alchemists, you know. And the drinks, you know, they don't always look pretty, but they often look very I don't know, they look very nice. A big thing for me when it comes to food is plating. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll eat slop, but like, I don't know, if I go to a restaurant and I'm being served slop, like, it depends on the environment, but like, I enjoy my food more when it's presented well. I'll eat it if it's not 9 times out of 10, but, and drinks I think are like the same way, where like, I'm not really a drinker, but I'll look at a nice cocktail and I'll be like, that's beautiful. Monitors ordered. Nice. Frank and Thomas partners in alcoholism. Don't forget Jerry. He's the king of alcoholism. Sometimes beer is good. It can be a little skunky. Yeah, I've had good beers and bad beers. I don't usually drink beers because they just, I don't know. The amount in one can is not enough to... Well, it's enough to get me drunk, but... Or tipsy. But... I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like there's a shitload of calories in beer, and the liquor to beer ratio is usually not worth it. King Jerry. I probably would get fucked up off Long Island. You said vodka and tequila, yeah. The only time I've ever had vodka was one of my friends. She had a 21st birthday party, and her parents made a big thing out of it, where they basically got her like a big smorgasbord, of different liquors. Like there was whiskey, there was rum, there was vodka, there was not tequila for some reason. But like every other one you could imagine was there. It sounds dangerous. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it, buddy. So yeah, there was like John Daniels and I almost said Tracy Morgan, Captain Morgan, Kahlua. I'm trying to think of the other ones. What's the popular vodka? Smirnoff, whatever. Yeah, they had bottles of all that. I think her parents just had most of that stuff already. But yeah, it was all there, and so I made it a goal by the end of the night, because I had already been 21, but I never really drank. Not really. The most I ever drank was like hard cider or the occasional beer, but usually just a hard cider. Um, Jack Daniels. What did I say? John Daniels. Whoops. A smorgasbord. That's just like I guess like just I don't know where it originates, but it's just a word for like a huge variety of stuff, like everything. A spread, yeah. It's usually like a charcuterie board, you know. I don't know. Sounds Jewish. I don't know. Could be. It sounds like it originates in not North America. But anyway, I tried vodka there. I tried whiskey there. I tried uh, a lot. I tried a lot. Very little amounts of everything. Very little amounts of everything. And there was this one drink they made me try that had Skittles in the bottom, and by the time I got to the Skittles, they were just white orbs because all the coating was gone. I don't know what that was all about. All I know is we watched Batman and Robin, and I had a good time because I love Batman and Robin. I think it's a great movie. I think it's undeservedly shat on. I like the Schumacher movies. A Red Bull, yeah, I think they had Red Bull too. Mango Gladiator. That sounds fun. That's another thing is I like the names. I was making fun of the Long Island earlier, but not really. I think that's a good name for a drink. Like there's just something about the aesthetic. And again, this is romanticizing it. There's people who struggle with alcoholism and stuff, but I could even say the same about cigarettes, where there's something about it, at least in American history, where like cigarettes can be very romanticized, and so can drinking. Where like the presentation is a lot. Like smoking can look cool. Not always. If you see some crackhead at a gas station smoking, that doesn't look very cool. But if it's a cowboy looking onto the sunset and he's smoking, it's gonna look very cool. And then same with the drinks. If you have a drink that has a cool name, not even cool, but like majestic or just and then the way the drink looks is very not plated because it's not food, but it's very well presented. I'm actually drinking right now an alco pop called WKD. I've never heard of WKD, but again, I'm not a huge drinker. You'll have to ask Thomas. He's a dictionary on the stuff. Uh oh, if you have too many of those mango gladiators, you sleep like shit because of the Red Bull. Oh, that's true. Media's also romanticized cheating. I don't know if they've romanticized cheating, but they have romanticized hookup culture. Like I don't think cheating is necessarily the thing that's encouraged or framed as something nice. Uh, but hookup culture, I without a doubt would say is portrayed as the prominent. You know, it's not cool to be monogamous, and it's not cool to commit yourself to one serious relationship. It's cool to sleep with everybody. Uh, to be the most popular boy in town. Uh, and that's not healthy. I don't think it's healthy. I mean, some people can handle it, and God bless them. If you can handle it, then obviously you're not the one I'm talking about. But I think for most people, that's not something they can emotionally stand. Yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. No, you know, they start you see somebody falling for somebody else while they're already in a relationship. I've seen that in real life, in real time, and it is fucked up. It's fucked up. But I think that's just a I mean, yeah, it could be something about how cheating is portrayed. I it's probably both. Because I think like hookup culture has kind of poisoned relationships where people that are in a longer relationship, they look for options to get out of it at any time, like somebody on a plane or in a movie theater looking for all the exits before the movie or the flight. I want to be the most popular boy in town. Me too, Thomas. I would take being the 10th most popular boy, 20th most popular boy at this point. Oh, I don't care. Um, that was one of the things that kept me up last night. Was like when I have ruined every potential romantic relationship I think I've ever had. Not just the potential ones. Um, if that if the person falling in love while in a relationship thing happened to me, I'd jump out the window. Man, that's not how I'd handle it. Relationships are logically not worth it because most of them fail. Mathematically, most of them fail, right? Well, I don't know if that's true. Maybe. Depends on what you define as a relationship. I mean, I'd say most dates don't. Dating is mostly failure. Dating is a trial and error type of thing, kind of like a job interview. I'd say most dates don't turn into relationships if that's your definition. Carlos wants the human race to die off. I think that's an unhealthy way of thinking and an unhealthy way to live your life, I mean. Because, you know, statistically, it's not safe to drive, it's not safe to leave your house. So the answer is never to leave, to never do anything. You know, you gotta take a risk. It's about what you want. You know, life is short. If you want a relationship, go out there and get one. It's not always gonna work out, but when it works out, it's one of the best feelings in the world. At least it was for me when it, you know. Uh, it's a gamble, but I think it's one worth taking. But yeah, going back to like the thing with like how some people will be like looking, they'll be like falling for others while they're in a relationship. I mean, it's not like a thing where like, look, if you have a crush on somebody, you're gonna have a crush on somebody. But me, I don't know. When I was in a committed relationship, I all romantic and sexual feelings I had for other women literally evaporated from my brain. There was something biological that just like there was like a switch that just got turned off, which was great. So I can't relate to that, but I can totally see people, even some people I know, and I won't name anybody specific. They might be in the chat. Uh, you know, they're in a relationship and they see somebody else and they're thinking, that person's better. I'm gonna hop from one to the other. Like I said, I think it's like a it might be a defense mechanism thing. Or they might have been hurt too many times before. Uh, you know, it could be like somebody on a plane or a movie theater looking for all the exits, planning their escape routes at all times, or it could be just psychotic, selfish behavior. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. I don't think it's healthy most of the time, but statistically, something bad most likely won't happen to you while driving or if you leave your house, right? But if most romantic relationships won't work out, they're not worth it. Again, I don't I don't agree with that. No, I'm not. Nobody in this chat is being called out right now for what I was just talking about. I do know people like that though, and I don't. I mean, if they're happy, I guess. Thomas, I'm definitely not calling you out because you and I are have both been single for at least the past few years. I'm sorry, buddy. That's the truth. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Pat McGroin. By the way, I just noticed you resubbed. Um, no, I mean, you can't, Carlos. You can't have the view in life of, never try, never fail. That's a horrible attitude. It's not like the relationship not working out causes some kind of catastrophic pain. Usually it's just, oh well, they weren't right. Time to keep trying. Just because something statistically doesn't have a high rate of being successful doesn't mean it's never worth a try. I don't even know the stats on how many relationships work out. But again, it depends on what you mean by relationship. If it's just one date, I wouldn't call that a relationship attempt. I don't know. Or, like, that would be its own thing. Like, that's a different stage. Frank explained Schrodinger's relationships. Well, there's the situationships, which are the popular... I don't even think people use that anymore. They did, like, a few months ago. Where it's, like, a relationship, but they're both too poor at communicating to clearly define what it is. So they just... I don't know. I think it's just another symptom of hookup culture. Are we serious or are we not? You could just use your words and communicate that, but instead, let's make it vague so we can gossip about it and shit talk them when it doesn't go the way we want. Yeah, humans have a biological drive to fuck. Usually, you got some people that don't. I know. Humans are also very social creatures. That's all very true, Joe. Sex isn't the same as relationships. Of course not. Hookups are safer than relationships. Well, it depends on safer. Are you talking about STDs or... I don't know. Yeah, I would change my view if I were you. I don't know. It's not a very good way of looking at things. It's basically give up on your dreams, have no aspirations. That's how it feels to me, because it's like a lot of things. I would say most things in life that are positive are not likely to happen to you unless you try. And, when you try, there's always a large margin of failure compared to success. Just get out there. Get out there. Stop hiding behind math. If you want one, go get one. Go try. Try! I don't want to see you... If you want one, you need to go try. I don't want to see you want one and then not go for it. That's very... it's hard to watch as a friend. To see another friend, express these desires and then not make an effort. Oh, I'm talking about Carlos. I think. I don't know. It's all very confusing. I just work here. Thomas, your meet cute? I don't know when your meet cute is happening. Uh, I could be your meet cute tomorrow. Not romantically, because I'm not sexually attracted to you at all, or romantically attracted to you at all. But you're my friend, and I don't know if I have plans tomorrow. I asked a friend if they wanted to hang out, and they said they were available, but I don't know. I want to go see Magic Mike 3, and they're not. They don't, because they've told me on record they think Magic Mike is gay, and I can't think of a less gay movie. If anything, not wanting to watch Magic Mike makes you gay, because if you're afraid to watch the male stripper movie, that makes me think that you're scared of your sexuality. Me, I'm pretty comfortable with it. I can watch a movie about a male stripper and not be worried about having a sexual revelation. Frank called me ugly. No, I just... No! Everyone's BRB right now. BRB, BRB. And they're never coming back because I drive people away. That's what I do. I drive them away. Because I'm mean and I'm obnoxious. Again, this is the shit that was in my head keeping me up last night as I kept telling myself, yeah, I just drive people away, man. Talking about firing you? Who's Eric? I don't even know who that is. It's a long time coming. I mean, not that long. I've only been working there for 10 months, but... Our boss. I think Thomas already knows that I'm gonna get fired, and he just can't tell me. And it'll cause a rift in our friendship, but he can't tell me. It'll be next week. How much more grinding do I gotta do? No, I understand, heartbreak is terrible. And heartbreak can't happen if you're not in a relationship. And you're under the impression most relationships don't work out. Which is probably true. I don't know the statistics, which is why I'm saying you think and probably. But I still think the highs outweigh the lows, and honestly, I think heartbreak can be a good thing. I think like when you talk about what love is, I think the heartbreak is part of it. I think being heartbroken and feeling that the missing and the longing and stuff is better than feeling absolutely nothing, like if you've forgotten that person. I guess that depends on the type of relationship, like if it was abusive or something. But for me, I'd rather have that period afterwards than nothing at all. So even the bad still feels good, in a way. I don't know if that makes any sense. Just ate a fuck ton of mac and cheese about to barf on the Zoom call. Make sure you point your camera down so your boss can see it. Alright, this move isn't going to work. Why did I do it? Well, wouldn't you want him to know who you are? I would. I'd introduce myself. I mean, I wouldn't introduce myself, but I wouldn't try and hide. I feel like that would help job security. Because then they know your face and your name, and you're not just a faceless variable on a spreadsheet. You've met him in real life. Oh, well then, yeah. Thomas, I think you're under the impression that you're a very forgettable person and nobody would recognize or remember you, but I think that's just not true from everybody I've met. You know, okay. I just don't want you to be putting yourself down. So should I go back in once they're all at level 50? That's a long time. I don't know. Alright. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna say 12:30 we'll be done grinding. So another half hour of just shooting the shit. I mean, you're not here to watch me play Pokemon, more than likely. You're here for the quality uh, entertainment that I provide through my Ah! I'm here for social interaction. I hope nobody was wearing headphones just now. I wasn't screaming, like screaming, but the red on the mic peaked on OBS, so oh god, I need water, but I don't want to get up. I'm here for social interaction. Yeah, me too. I mean, Carlos, it's just the expression, it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. Right? That's a very old expression, but I think it rings true. It's a very good feeling. It's a good experience. So good that it's worth the trouble. Oh yeah, your next video. Batman 6? Arkham Asylum number 6? What happens after Bane? I forget. You go to the library, right? You go to the library and then Dr. Young's office. And then, after that, I don't know. Yeah, if you're happy being single, you're happy being single. But if that ever changes, don't hesitate. You gotta get out there if you want it. Or you could buy a mail order bride like Thomas is suggesting. That's true. I went on one of those websites once, I think in a call with Thomas and Joe in there, and I was sharing my screen as a joke. I don't remember if that's exactly how it went down or if I just did it as a joke and then I told them later. But those places, there's some beautiful people. Mm-hmm. Are they real? Probably not. They're probably just fake images. Right. Yeah, they're probably not real. Or they're probably much uglier. No, I don't think mail order brides are a very good idea. I think that I think they're that's a dangerous and you want to talk about statistics. What are the odds that that's going to work out? Here's a person you've never met before. And now you're married. Congratulations. You're also buying them? which is uncomfortable. I mean, you're not buying them like you're buying a slave, but you kind of are. I mean, they could always divorce you after they, come over to America, but the idea of buying a wife, that's very human trafficking-y and creepy, I think. Sometimes it's purely transactional. Somebody wants to come to America, and somebody wants somebody to cook and clean and, do the wife things. And it just works out. But I think that most of the time that's not going to result in a healthy situation. Or a long-lasting one. Have I watched 90 Day Fiancé? No, I don't really watch reality TV. I don't watch reality TV, and I don't watch like the love shows. I watched Love on the Spectrum. That was good. I don't remember why. I think I just saw the title and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And they weren't like exploiting people, which is kind of rare for like reality TV. Fraggage over on a website. Yeah, it wasn't add to cart, but it was basically add to cart. People marry people from other countries and it's full of drama. Yeah, I used to be one of those people that would look down on reality TV. Kind of like how you look at sports, like it's a waste of time. Like, I don't know. A lot of it is staged. At least that's the view I had at the time. And, I don't know. A lot of it there was another one I tried to watch after the Love on the Spectrum show, because that show was short. And it was like Love is Blind or something. And it's like two people who've never met. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. It's kind of what we're describing now. Or like they talk to each other but they never see each other. And then they rolled out the contestants and everybody was hot and I lost all interest immediately. Like, I think the best thing, the potential of that show is a hot person and an ugly person who have a great relationship, and then later it's revealed that one of them was the ugly person, and the relationship still works out. That is the goal. That's what you want. When the entire cast is attractive, who gives a shit? These people fuck. They have no trouble pulling anything. Who gives a shit? There's no stakes. No, I'm just saying, if it's a reality TV show about relationships, and both of the people involved are, in the current scene are hot, I don't give a shit at all. Because hot people have no trouble having casual hookups or, they might have trouble with relationships. I don't know. They could have like a cluster B type personality, which I might have. I thought about that last night. Did some armchair psychology on myself. But I don't want to be diagnosed for any of those because it would probably be a stigma that would ruin my life. So I'm just going to keep that in my brain. Magic Frank 3. Man. I heard it's not very good, which makes me sad. I really like the first two movies. The first one is not as good. It's more serious and it's got very good like characterization, but the second one is just fucking great. It's like the best road trip movie ever. It's very funny. It's very empowering towards women too. I've heard a lot of women like it. It's a good movie. Magic Mike XXL is one of the best comedies ever made. It's just a perfect feel good movie. Excuse me. Those pizza rolls and wings are fighting back from last night. And then I heard 3 was not very I heard 3 is very, it's closer to 1 than it is 2, and it doesn't have the solid characterization of 1. I don't know. The people who wrote and directed 1 and 2 are different people. So, and this is the guy who did 1. And he's the same guy who did like Ocean's 11 and Contagion and Aaron Brockovich, and Steven Soderbergh is a great director, but I think that a great filmmaker rather, but I don't think he's the best at Magic Mike, which is unfortunate because Frank's Super Bowl, I didn't watch it. I ate appetizers. I didn't watch it though. I was rooting for the Eagles in a very, very small capacity, just because I like the Green Bird logo brand better than the Arrowhead. I don't even know if that's what it is. I don't need this attack. Does Channing Tatum hang dong? No, there's no dong. There's no dong. You should watch it, and you know. It's a good movie. It's a very good movie. The first one is a good, it's just good. I don't know. The second one's great. The first one's good. Second one's better. That's what I mean by that. But Super Bowl's not popular in the UK. It's an American thing. Probably. Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, it's just, it's American football. I mean, you guys don't care about that. Most of you don't care about that. Some of you do. I think I saw ads in the tube for, baseball, American baseball, which was bizarre to see the like MLB teams being advertised as playing matches in London. Yeah, they have soccer, and soccer is the most popular sport in the world. And I call it soccer because that was its original name. They called it soccer, and then they called it football after American football became a thing because I guess they were jealous. I don't know. Europeans. I think soccer is a better word than football anyway. Just sounds, I don't know. It sounds like it has class. Football. And then you have soccer. Little mysterious. What is it? What does it mean? Why did I switch Pokemon? I don't know. England invented football, I swear, and I don't think they called it soccer. They did. I've looked it up. It was called soccer, and then you guys decided to stop calling it soccer and start calling it football. But the term soccer predates the current use of football. It's true. I read it on Wikipedia, so it must be true. Didn't they used to do an NFL game in the UK once a year? I'm sure they probably do, and it was probably even more than once a year. I don't even think the issue with you guys, and again, I'm an expert at telling you how you're supposed to feel and think, of course. I think it's less people in Europe don't like calling it soccer, and it's more they don't like foreigners calling American football football. I think that's what it is. I think it's you have football is soccer to you. That's what it is. And when you hear an American or somebody confidently declare hand egg or American football or whatever you want to call it, football, you're like, fuck you, that's not football. That's some other thing. Wikipedia ain't reliable. We had this conversation. Yeah, it wasn't Wikipedia. That was a joke. I read it somewhere. It's true. You guys did used to call it soccer. Before it became a cultural export, uh, worldwide. It was called soccer at some point in its history. XFL 3, what happened to what's an what happened to XFL 2 with The Rock? I thought that was working out just fine. Um what's an angry drunk's favorite sport? I don't know. Is this a joke or are you genuinely asking? Oh boy, we're getting there. The Rock is XFL 3. What is XFL 2? I think I'm drawing a blank. Was that like 5 years ago or something? Oh, soccer. Hmm. I mean, I would have guessed football, soccer anyway, because there's just more fans. It's the most popular sport in the world. Nobody gives a shit about baseball outside of North America and Japan. Unless it's like an exhibition thing, like in the UK ad I saw, where it's like, oh, let's go watch the Americans do their weird sport. Nobody cares about American football unless you're American. Nobody cares about basketball except for America and the Chinese. Soccer, I mean, that's like 5 out of the 7 continents right there. Um, oh, the 2020 XFL. I forgot about that one. There was a lot that happened that year. I didn't keep track of that one. This fight's getting on my nerves. We had basketball clubs at school. Yeah, well, we had soccer in school too. But the point remains, I don't think basketball is it wasn't unpopular. People played it recreationally, but my point is I've never seen or heard of, like, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass, and I'm talking from the perspective of an American who primarily whose worldview of sports, which isn't even a subject I'm interested in, is grounded in the American perspective. My favorite part of the new Nintendo Direct was them showing a new Power Pros baseball game for 2 seconds. Oh, good. I didn't watch it. I don't even know if I looked up a list of what was announced. I just know 3 things. I know they released the Prime Remaster for $40 instead of bundling all 3 together like they did on the Wii 10 years ago. I know that Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is now $70, which, the fucking audacity. I understand that AAA game prices, they haven't kept up with inflation for decades, so it's long overdue. But, most companies, excuse me, they make up the difference through DLC or battle passes or fucking loot boxes or whatever. And I'd rather have a flat price increase than have to deal with any of that shit. But most of these companies just have decided to do both. Also, the Switch runs games like ass sometimes. And Breath of the Wild was not the best performing game when it came out. And I'm not going to pay $70 for a broken Breath of the Wild sequel. I don't know. You should have done a React stream. 1 billion viewers, Frank. Uh-oh, not the direct rant. Hey, listen. It's good to have it on the record so people know where I stand. I think the Nintendo Switch Online getting Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games is nice, but it's not great. I think that the concept of paying the $20 a year or whatever, and then you're basically renting these retro games, and that's your only option, is shitty. Like, it's nothing like Game Pass. Game Pass has hundreds of fucking games, and you can buy to own every single one of them. None of them are exclusive to Game Pass. You can purchase these games. You play a game on Game Pass and you decide you want to own it, so you don't have to pay the monthly subscription to fucking keep playing the game you like. You can just buy it off the store. Same with PS Plus. You don't have to play your free games through PS Plus or Games with Gold or whatever with Xbox. But Nintendo, they don't give you a fucking option at all. It's just rent it. Rent it. And it's a very limited selection. It's like they not even talking about like third-party games, but Nintendo has literally published thousands of games themselves. So the reason why there's only like 90 on Switch Online across multiple systems is non-existent. I don't understand the reason for it. I remember the good old PS3 days when you didn't have to pay to play online. Hey, buddy, I'm a PC person. Never had to do that shit. Well, unless you count paying for the internet bill. In which case it was never free. Look here, listen. Switch Online is a bad fucking service. Sorry, Frank, they made Mario. Yeah, that about sums it up, doesn't it? They're a very greedy company, but they're also a very stupid company. Like, the reason why people pirate their games is because they don't make it easy to buy them through legal means. If I wanted to play Pokémon Sapphire on my Switch, it's impossible. Literally impossible. There's no backwards compatibility. If I bought it on the 3DS, it doesn't carry over from my 3DS to the Switch. If I bought it on the Wii U, doesn't carry over. Like, the Virtual Console wasn't great, but the idea that you could buy and own these retro games was a good one. And then they're like, fuck it, we're switching systems. Throw it out. All those games people bought, fuck them. They don't get to carry over. Rebuy them. Except you can't rebuy them because the new service is even worse. Because you can't buy anything anymore. You don't own anything you play on that service. If it wasn't for the fact that they made good games, then they wouldn't be relevant. They'd be fucking bankrupt. They're so dumb as a business. Okay, now throw your controller. I can't. It's wired. Then the whole GameCube will go flying. Just go get it on the DS. Yeah, I could go get... Well, okay, this is a Game Boy Advance game. But Nintendo's not going to see any of that money anyway. So what would be the difference between me buying it used from some guy or some used game store and pirating it? For Nintendo, it would make no difference at all. They would have never seen that money. If it's a game they don't let me buy, then they're not making money. If I buy it used at an official retailer, it's not gonna fucking matter. They don't see $1 off used sales. Nobody does, except for the store selling it. And, piracy, it's the same thing. If I'm pirating Pokemon Silver to play on my phone, it's not like I was going to buy Pokemon Silver on my Switch. It's not fucking purchasable. If they are currently selling the game, I can see the harm. But Nintendo doesn't really let you buy anything from old consoles on whatever the current one is. Like, there's no Nintendo Switch Online for GameCube, even though it's been 5-6 fucking years since the Switch came out. Carlos, thank you for the subscription. The resubscription, 5 months. Thank you very much. Like, Metroid Prime, right? There's no Switch Online for GameCube. None. If there was, Prime would probably be on there. But even then, what if I wanted to buy it? I can't. I can only rent it for $20 a year on an emulator that probably isn't as good as fan emulators on the internet. Because that's another thing, is I've heard the Switch Online emulators for like N64 and shit are not very good. They've gotten better, but they're still not as good as free emulators on the internet. But whatever. Okay, you got Prime on Switch. There you go. But instead of offering Prime on Nintendo Switch Online for GameCube, or offering it on a virtual console successor that lets you buy retro games to own on your current systems, here's a $40 slightly touched up version. Alright, we're back. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting now, because that's not fun. But, I mean, your comment, Cameron, just about sums it up. I remember when the Switch was already out for a couple years, and they put Luigi's Mansion 1 on the 3DS. That sums it up. That sums up Nintendo as a company and their strategies and whatever thinking they do. That sums it up. Hey, we have the Switch, our current system. Let's release a remake of one of our most beloved games on one of the old systems. That's fucking crazy. It's like if Sony was like, "Hey, you know what? We should remake God of War 1 and we'll release it on the PS Vita in 2023." That, like, I can't imagine another company making such a stupid fucking decision. Only Nintendo. Oh man, you know what? We should remake Resident Evil 2. Everyone's been asking for it. We should remake Resident Evil 2 and put it exclusively on the PS3. What do you mean we're on the 5? I don't care. Nah, put it on the 3. Alright. Now you're just patronizing me. Not that I don't deserve it. Alright, I'm gonna give it another shot after this fight. We're gonna heal up and we're gonna give that fight another shot. The final gym? No, the Elite Four. So it's after the final gym. The way it goes is you fight the 8 gyms and then you fight the Elite Four, which are like the 4 best trainers, and then you fight the champion. So really it's the Elite 5, but they don't ever. Elite Four sounds better, I guess. I've been playing Death Stranding lately. Why? I thought you already beat that. What's making you replay it? Just feel like it? Preparing for the sequel? That's probably not going to come out for a couple more years at least. Oh, the director's cut. Yes. Well, you can pee in Death Stranding. That's something you can do. It's actually something you should do. You should pee in the game very often, because if you and other players all pee in the same spot in your games, you get goodies that show up in the spot. Hey, I like Death Stranding. It's a good game. It's not for everybody, but you know those combo trials in Street Fighter V? I do not. I don't own Street Fighter V. I don't know what a combo trial is. I'm sorry. Alright, now we gotta fight this guy. Sydney. Who's that baby lad? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I fucked up. I'm using a normal type attack on a... Alright, I'm swapping this guy out. I love the inconsistent view numbers on YouTube. It's so wacky. You know, on Twitch it's even worse. Because I'll have a stream like this one where there's consistently like the same 4 or 5 people watching. I can tell because of chat. And then I look at the view count on the VOD, which counts the live views as well, I think. And it'll be like quadruple the amount sometimes. And I'm thinking, who is this silent majority that is watching and not in chat and also mysteriously not showing up in the view count during the stream? Or, who is this person that's only watching VODs? What kind of serial killer is watching only the VODs? And never the live stream? Oh, he looked like a baby before the battle started. Yeah, he did. No, yeah, YouTube views are... It's just luck. Yeah, even if you put out a consistent series, some episode will randomly be more... I think the thumbnail has a lot to do with it, man. I think that thumbnail with Scarecrow looks badass. And then you made that one thumbnail with the goon who's bent in a weird way. And I'll tell you right now, I'm more likely to click on Scarecrow than I am some random goon bent over weird. I got no problem with people watching the VODs exclusively. I just think it's strange that they wouldn't pop in and say hi during the live stream. At least once. Because it's a lot. It's a lot of people. Like the views, live viewers. I don't know. It's just the numbers. It's usually like a lot more people. And I'm thinking, who the hell are they? I'm sorry. I think I do know what those are, actually. Fuck you! I do know what those are. They have those in Marvel vs. Capcom. I didn't know that's what they were called. Maybe it counts that people click for 1 second and leave? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but even then, like, I get a count of all the unique viewers that showed up, even for a second. At the end of a stream, there's a stream summary that shows you the statistics. And the stream numbers of who showed up while it was live versus a couple days later on the VOD, they don't line up. There are people who just watch the VODs. And I'm just surprised, because I've never used Twitch that way. I don't know who these freaks are, but hey, you know what? It's okay. Yes, this is one of the Elite Four. Yes. Make me an offer. What are you talking about? Shut up. Shut up. Hey, I'm doing pretty well right now. I shouldn't have said that, but $5,000. I don't know what you're quoting right now. I'm sorry. Oh, I fucked up. I used a normal type attack. Aren't dark types immune to normal? Fuck. I don't know. Yes, I can say that. It's fine. Use Pikachu? I don't have Pikachu for the 1,000th time. He's the main character. Yes, he is. Fuck! He probably could win, because we're fighting a water type and he's electric. And electric is super effective against water. I think. I don't know. In my head, that makes sense. If I catch a Pikachu between this battle and the next room, I'll let you know. You son of a bitch. Fucking... You people. Well, we're both using the same move. Except I'm better. Don't use a potion. You son of a bitch! Doesn't the director's cut of Death Stranding add the MP3 player? A feature that should have been in the main game. Well, better late than never, I guess. And that was a waste of a max potion. Great. If it has, I haven't gotten it. Damn. See, I don't understand why that wasn't in the game to start with. Like the MP3 player in Death Stranding, you know? Fuck. Metal Gear 5. It does have Gordon Freeman glasses? That it does. That it does. Yes, I've heard about the Half-Life Alyx stuff. You can put a valve on Norman's head. Oh, that's cool. There's a head crab hat, too, I think. And you can get Alex's gloves or something? I don't know. There's also like a cyberpunk cross-promotion thing in there now, too. I beat that game. I don't know if I told everybody I beat the game. The ending was great. The ending was actually really good. The ending I picked was good. But I would not recommend that game to people. It has too many problems even now. But, you know, story's not always bad. Half-Life Alyx is the greatest game of all time. It's up there. In terms of like experiences I've had playing a game, it's up there. It's yeah. And you joke, but you're not a person who owns VR, so joking is all you're gonna be able to do. Cyberpunk, Thomas. I'm talking about Cyberpunk. Is Ditto in this game? Yes, he is. Yes, it is. Right. I'm gonna save. Did you capture it, fight it, or use it? No, I don't think so. Cameron, I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't like these gibberish references that only you get. I feel like you're just using me to laugh. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you know I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Michael gets it. Of course he gets it. He's within a close proximity of you more often than I am. You know, I don't even think we're friends anymore, Cameron. Why don't you just fly out of here or whatever? This Elite Four battle is not going well. What do you mean? I beat the first one already. The hell are you talking about? It's not going well. Look at all the dead Pokemon. I have revives. I have potions. Now this lady, I think, is a ghost type person. Which means, oh, Gardevoir would have been good. Well, let's bring her back. Don't say oof. Fuck you. You're nothing. You're garbage. You have no talent. Why would I be saying auga hubba hubba? What is happening? What am I about to run into? Frank, get the whistle. Oh my god. You guys are horrible. No! The lust in his eyes. Get the fuck out of here. Frank threw out a psychic type against Ghost. Isn't psychic good against Ghost? Isn't that like its whole thing? I don't know. Fuck. It's weak against Ghost. Well, I didn't know. Oof, that was a lot of Damarhay. Shut up. You guys are all rooting for my downfall. You're all haters. There's not going to be another Bane. There never will be another Bane. Alright? This bitch better not use another fucking potion. Good. I don't have the patience. Earthquake? Oh. Send out explode? I thought normal moves were not... Dude, what are you talking? Ghost isn't effective against normal? Normal's not effective against Ghost. Unless it doesn't work both ways? I thought it worked both ways. I thought normal couldn't touch Ghost and Ghost couldn't touch normal. God, I'm stupid. Alright. Yeah, see? Fuck you. And he's got Ice Beam and Earthquake. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. God damn it. All these moves are normal. Yes, all he knows is normal moves. And this guy's a fighting type. Well, he knows Earthquake. You know what? Why doesn't he know non-normal moves? Look, my Gardevoir only knows Psychic type moves too. Does that bother you? Look, you and Jerry, you can rant to Jerry about how bad I am at building a team and my move composition. What does Ghost mean? It's a type. Pokemon's battle system works like rock, paper, scissors. Different types have different advantages over others. She's using Ghost type Pokemon. And Ghost types are strong against certain other types, like normal types. What? Does Earthquake not work against fucking Ghost? Is that what you're gonna tell me? Fuck you. Your Pokemon need to be diverse and versatile. Listen, if this motherfucker can use Earthquake, he can get hit by Earthquake. Sableye, same thing. Fuck this guy. Oh shit. What is it that makes them ghost Pokemon? They're ghosts. That's it. They're ghosts. You look at the monster's a ghost. Some are like amphibious, so they're water types. Some are clearly spirits, and they're ghost types. That's... Sorry if I'm being aggressive. I'm just pissed off because I'm probably going to lose this fight, and this is probably not going to be the final stream because I've fucked up. No! I knew it. Just stream till you win. Yeah. It's true. I'm close. No. I did it. I beat her. Okay. Time to heal. I think the next gym is ice, and I'm kind of fucked. I don't really know what to do. I was thinking about Torkoal, but Torkoal is severely underleveled, and half of her, or not half, but like 60% of her team is Pokemon that are ice water. So Torkoal wouldn't even work. Thomas, I'm going to need your help here, because I really don't understand. What's my best option against an ice water team? The next gym is ice. But 3 of her ice Pokemon are ice water. Which is hard to fight against, I think. Right? Fighting? Alright. You're the expert. If this fails, I blame you for everything. El Lucha Dead subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 3 months. Don't forget to breathe. It's very true. I'm actually going to get some water, because I'm starting to scream, and I haven't had any water today, and I drank. Okay, yeah, I'll be back. Oh, I forgot this isn't the intermission screen I normally have. That's okay. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay. Swampert should probably be okay. Not Egg Run. We're gonna watch Frank Hang Dog. Did you guys like my sitcom entrance? Alright, we're back. As soon as I fucking get back. Okay, so let's do Swampert and, who? Who am I? Swampert and, Hariyama. Okay. Frank, you sly dog. I don't know what you... I'm not... Come on. Talking about me? I mean... Mashup. 28 yo. Thank you for the gift sub. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Okay. Fuck it. Let's go. Frank kills one for every sub. One what? I'll never tell. Oh. Can we see the game, please? Yeah. Yeah, you can see it. What a quality stream. So glad that you just paid for someone's gift sub, right, Carlos? To this? Alright. Of course it's floating! Fuck! I know, I'm using Rock Smash, which is a fucking fighting type move, alright? Settle down! Fuck! I'm not using Earthquake! I don't know why you keep saying that. It doesn't matter now, the bitch is dead! Okay. Ugh. Well, it's over. It's over. Celio reminds you of the Pringles man? Celio reminds me of Dr. Robotnik. Oh! But they're gonna heal. They're gonna heal because I put them into the red. You fucker. No! Hey, wait a minute. I'm not verbally abusing anybody. Let's be clear. Is this the last one? This is the third one. There's still one more after this, and then the champion. So, not quite. But I'll tell you what, Gardevoir is doing a lot better than I thought she would. I'm not reviving Hariyama. Hariyama didn't do shit. I did like 4 rock smashes and it did fuck all. I'm gonna teach Exploud, and I'm gonna diversify the moveset after this fight. Okay, that's a given. That's gonna happen. Alright, Gardevoir is dead. I'm gonna try and use whatever TMs I have. I know Aggron's bad. I'm just sticking out Aggron so I can revive somebody else. I'm gonna heal up Swampert first. I know Aggron's kill. God damn. Aggron was just a human shield. Or a Pokemon shield. This is not sustainable. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose this fight. Yeah, I'm out of revive. Fuck you! I'm out of revives. I got one more and that's it. I've got no potions. I got no revives. I should have stocked up before I came in here. I probably would have made it all the way through. But this is going to be it. This is it! Critical hit. Thanks, game. Oh, alright. So what did we learn? We learned that I am strong enough to make it past the first 2. I'll tell you what I don't need anymore. I don't need fucking 25 max repels that I bought. For whatever fucking reason. You know what? I'm gonna keep them. Just in case. Alright. I have no money. Be stoic. Okay. Water Pulse, Calm Mind, Roar, Bullet Seed, Hidden Power, Hyper Beam, Thunderbolt, Thunder. What's a good move that I could use on Exploud, who's only got normal type moves right now? Thunder or Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball? Thomas, what are we thinking here? Shadow Ball? Alright. We're gonna use it, baby. No? I need something to counter Ghost. Uh, Thunder, right? I could do both. One of these. Yeah, I'll do Thunder, and I'll do Shadow Ball. Or he can't learn Thunder. Maybe he can learn Thunderbolt. Bolt. No. For some reason, Gardevoir can. Fuck, I don't know why. Okay. Overheat for ice? Does overheat even do damage? Oh, yes it does. Okay. Uh, Roar is useless. Let's get rid of Roar. Yes. I'm trying to keep my composure. Should I go buy some other TMs? What do we think? I have a Sableye. Dark's effective against Ghost. I have a Sableye. It's not very... Well, I could always teach Shadow Ball to Gardevoir. That's probably not a bad move anyway. A bad idea anyway, because as it stands now, Gardevoir only knows Psychic type attacks and Flash. So it's too late to be putting people in the party. You think Rock might be strong against Ice? We could do Rock Tomb on Hariyama, maybe? $50 power and 80 accuracy. That's dog shit. Alright. Alright, I just spent all my money on revives. So here's the strat. I need to grind some more money so I can buy more revives and potions. I'm gonna go into that cave with a party full of zigzagoons so they can pick up potions and candies and nuggets and shit I can sell. Steel is good against ice? I didn't know that. The prize for beating the champ is a trophy, right? The prize is you're the champion. You're the best. It's like fight. It's like boxing. You get the title. You get the belt. Whatever. What moves do you have? Because I was trying to avoid using the legendary. I don't know. Felt kind of cheap. But Torkoal's not doing anything. Who can learn Thunderbolt? Kyogre? Probably. Alright. Let's go into the cave. We're not even grinding for levels at this point. We're just grinding to get some items. Because Zigzagoons in Linoon, they pick shit up. They'll pick up rare candies. They'll pick up nuggets, which sell for 5,000 apiece. After every fight, they'll pick something up. There's a chance. So, that's what we'll do. Back to shooting the shit, taking a breather. Drinking the water that I got and forgot that I brought up here. With my dry ass lips. Already picked something up. What do you got? A full heal. Well, ain't that nice? I didn't know you played Undertale, Carlos. And it's probably not a coincidence, I'd say. I don't know what Whimsir is in Undertale, but it's probably a reference to Whismur. The creator of Undertale, Toby Fox, they're actually a composer in Scarlet and Violet. They did some of the music for the latest Pokemon game. Good for them. Okay, rock is not effective against Zubats. Noted. Alright. Come on. Let's end the fight, please. That's not the way I wanted it to end. Did we? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I kind of just assume everybody has not played Undertale until proven otherwise. I mean, it was in the cultural zeitgeist for a minute there, but at the same time, it's just not the kind of game I would imagine most of my friends playing. Don't know why, but that's just, yeah. Yeah, you are another friend who I wouldn't have assumed would have played it, Cameron, but you have. I think you played it before I did. I don't remember. It's a good game. Very short game, but a very good game. Uh, I haven't played Deltarune. I know you have, Cameron. Have you played Deltarune, Carlos? Hmm. And that's it. Come on. Kill me! Do it! I'm right here! I watched that movie for the first time a couple days ago. I should stream Deltarune? Maybe. I'll add it to the list. Jesus Christ. Alright. They're not picking up any items. What's going on here? They're supposed to be making me bank right now. And these zigzagoons are not doing their part. Hmm. Yeah, probably worth another playthrough then. Yeah. I only played through Undertale once. I did the pacifist run. I don't even think I meant to. I just stumbled into it. Once I learned I didn't have to kill people, I was just like, oh, let's see how long I can do this. And then I just never killed anybody. The last fight was scary. I don't know how they handle that on console versions, but on PC, the game like crashes and restarts or something with the final fight with like the trippy nightmare fuel version of Flowery. I don't remember its name. But on PC, they like crash your game and open another window where the fight continues or something. It's been a few years. I don't remember all the details, but yeah, the Photoshop. I don't know. I don't think I killed anybody. I thought I got the pacifist ending. I'm gonna look it up. I thought that's what I did. Maybe I did get the neutral ending. I thought I didn't kill anybody, though. Uh, defeat Asgore and Photoshop Flowey. Okay, I think I did that. Um, Throughout the game, never kill any enemies or gain any XP. Yeah, I did that. After fighting Papyrus, visit his house and complete the date, hang out with him. Yeah, I think I did that too. Pour water on Undyne from a water cooler after she pursues the protagonist. I don't remember if I did that. I probably did, if the game hinted at it. Backtrack to the out of the core towards the MTT resort. No, I didn't do any of that shit. I'm looking at the steps. I think I did like half of it, but yeah. I didn't kill Photoshop Flowey. I didn't kill Asgore. But I didn't do any of this date shit with Undyne. I don't think I ever interacted with her again after her fight. So I guess I got the neutral ending. Oh, yeah, you can get the neutral ending without killing anybody. Okay, yeah. I'm looking at the wiki. It says you're right, Cameron. You can still get it even if you don't kill. Because it says the neutral ending occurs when one of three conditions are met. The protagonist does not befriend all plot pivotal characters. That's probably what it was. So I did not befriend Undyne or Alphys. I don't know even who the fuck are you. Oh, this thing. No, I did not befriend those people. I think I befriended Papyrus, but True Lab has not been explored. What is True Lab? I don't remember this. The protagonist kills any but not every monster. Okay, yeah, so I didn't kill anybody, but I don't think I did that other shit. That's kind of lame. I mean, I met Alphys. I remember seeing them. If they're only in the True Lab, then I did explore the True Lab. Then the only thing I didn't do is befriend everybody. Which kind of sucks that that's what locked me out of a pacifist ending when I was being a pacifist. I didn't kill anybody. That should be reason enough to give me a pacifist ending. You know, the branded. I don't know what Alphys is, gender wise. Yes, I know what Alphys is. I just went on the wiki and I saw a picture and I immediately recognized the NPC. So, if they're only in the True Labs, I did see them, I did see them, so I must have been in the True Labs. Anyway. Yeah, Undertale's a good game. It's funny, too. I don't think most games are funny. I think a lot of games that try to be funny, they fall flat. Undertale was pretty funny, though. I was really weary of it. not weary, wary of it. Uh, Before I played it, because it's just like something's popular, and you look at the fans, and the fans make you cringe, and it's just like, well, the thing must be cringe if the fans are cringe. It was not the case, but I'm like, okay, it's all gonna be Tumblr humor, Reddit humor, not Reddit humor, Tumblr humor. It wasn't though. It was funny. You found Papyrus annoying? Oh, I liked Papyrus. Hariyama is a terrible Pokemon to be using in this area, because these Golbats are just kicking the shit out of me. Alright, what item did I pick up? A revive. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna switch Hariyama for one of the others. Level them. Because Hariyama's not doing great in that cave. It's just not the best environment for them to train in. You don't need training. Let's go explode. Alright. Oh. What's everybody doing tomorrow for Valentine's Day? I don't know why, but I always assume that Valentine's Day is later in the month. To get the true pacifist ending, it says you have to play twice. It's not what I read on the wiki. That's weird. I don't know. That's dumb. I'm not gonna play the game twice. Valentine's stuff. What are you guys going out to lunch together? You going to a movie? What's going on? Sending love to all my homies. You know, normally I wouldn't think anything of that statement, but I still don't know why you needed my address. And so in the back of my brain that has been a thought. I'm thinking, well, maybe Joe feels sorry for me and is going to send me flowers tomorrow. Along with the rest of her friends. Feels sorry. I'm sorry. That was a joke. It comes out insulting. Uh, uh, I was just kidding. But I'm like, why did Joe need my address? Why did Joe need my address? And I'm thinking, okay, well, to mail me something, to have something sent to my house. And I'm thinking, okay, well, what's coming up? It's not my birthday because she didn't just ask for my address. Uh, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's sending people cards or flowers for Valentine's Day. So that was a thought. Uh, you're going to a brothel? Congratulations. Frank, aren't you and Ben seeing Magic Mike? No, that was a joke. He's not going to see that movie. Come on. Uh, I want to know how Joe found my address. Well, you guys work together. She probably just asked one of the accounting people. A deep clean production? No, there's no way. Your address wouldn't have been on any of that. Your phone number, yeah, but yeah. So that's my guess. That's my guess is that Joe is sending all her friends something tomorrow. She already paid, already pre-sent out, pre-ordered. And it'll get here tomorrow, and it'll be for Thomas and for me and for Jerry. And I think just us three. I don't know if Milsa was included in the address thing. Joe knows Milsa's address, so really, she didn't need to find mine. I gave it to her. But that's a theory. I don't know if anything's gonna come of that. But that was just because I was. That's one of the possibilities in my head for why she needed our addresses. Like, well, I mean, clearly she's got to. Something needs to be sent to the house. Otherwise, why would you need it? Unless you plan on making a surprise visit yourself, which is not likely. Given that you don't have a car anymore. And, I live like 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away. That's more like 35, but I don't know. So you can break in. Good luck. There's nothing to steal. You can steal Danny, but he's on vacation right now, so he's not going to be here. Steal your new monitors. Yeah, it's true. I'll help her steal your new monitors. I could use a new, I think only one of my monitors is G-Sync 144 hertz or whatever. So, I wouldn't mind another one. Whoa, this cord is caught. Didn't even notice. Alright. Cameron, what are you doing with your girlfriend tomorrow? This is your first Valentine's Day with a woman in your life. Well, other than your mom. You know what I mean. What are you doing? Huh? Getting brunch? Gonna go see a movie? What's going on? I want to know what you and her are up to. Wait, what do you mean you have them? You don't have, you just told me you ordered your monitors today. How do you have them today? How do you have them the same day you ordered them? What? I don't want you spilling the beans. I'm not going to say her name on stream. I don't have your girlfriend on any social media. I don't even know her social media. I don't know her last name, so I couldn't even look her up on Facebook if I wanted. How would I spill the beans? Oh, Best Buy pickup. Okay. Okay. I forgot they did that. I forgot Best Buy was a store that you walk into. That's nice. Even though I went to Best Buy to pick up my fucking Xbox controller like 2 months ago. Or whatever. I was gonna say, you've been here the whole time, so unless you were watching the stream while you were driving, somebody else must have picked them up for you. How I'm notoriously poor at not spilling the beans? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that really, is that something that... Is that agreed upon? Is that... Yeah, if something is good for gaming, it's typically good for other stuff. A rare candy, thank you. A nugget, thank you. A nugget, thank you. Just what I want to see. He got 8. He got 8 monitors. He wants to set up like the Bat Cave. I'm also... Joe, I don't know if you're still there, but Joe, I'm not ruling out the save the date. I'm not ruling it out. You work fast. Rule it out? Okay, I'll rule it out. Oh. Well, I was right, I guess. Unless you're playing along with Thomas's bullshit, which is also possible. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I think I'm gonna go get a haircut today. This shit's too long. Gross. It's not doing me any favors. It's a depression haircut. Or not haircut. It's the lack of haircut that's the depression. Last few months have been shit. And I have not... I've been meaning to go since I got back from the UK and I haven't. I think I'm going to keep it short. Like I did, not last October, but like October 2021. I had it real short. I want to keep it like that from now on. Hello, I'd like to have the depression haircut, please. No, the depression haircut is not cutting your hair. It's also not washing it as often as you should when it is long, so it gets greasy and gross. We've teamed up to gaslight you. Yeah, I believe it. I also believe that you just fucked up and revealed something. Joe freaked out, and then she played into it, which I think is what happened. But that's fine, because I already knew. I already predicted that it was going to be a Valentine's Day thing. It's fine. I haven't cut my hair since before we met in London. Yeah. It was short when we hung out. Very short. So, let me sell those stupid nuggets. Actually, let me save. We haven't done that in a while, and I'm scared of the cartridge just shitting itself. Because that happened once, and I don't want it to happen again. Alright. Nugget. 2 nuggets. Sell them. Yes. I wish you could buy rare candies. I understand how fucked that would be, but I don't care. Oh, you had just gotten it cut. Alright. Yeah, I want to get my hair cut to about the length you had yours. Maybe a little bit longer, by like a centimeter. Uh, but that's where I think I want to keep it from now on. Like no longer than like half an inch. Or an inch. I don't know. As long as it can stand up without flopping over, but still short. I don't, I'm just... Long hair, I'm over it. It's just a matter of going to the fucking barber and getting my $8 haircut or whatever. The cheapest one I can find. Man, I feel like I'm the only person in the world that doesn't care about Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. I do not give a shit. Everyone's freaking out, and it's just like, I don't know. I watched Batman when I was a kid, the one with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. I watched it. But I don't have that association, I guess, that so many Gen Xers have. And millennials have. With the 89 movie. I don't know. Like, it's neat. It's cool. Like, it's neat. It's neat. That's the extent of it. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh! Like, there's no soy boy face. There's no poggers over here. Not for me. I don't know. Michael Keaton was never my favorite Batman, but I also had the privilege of growing up with multiple movies to pick from. Well, the other movies were the Schumacher movies. And, that was basically it. I don't think I ever watched Batman Begins until, like, a couple years ago, and Dark Knight was, like, past... No, not past formative years. Not even close. But... Hey, that's what I'm saying. Spider-Man was a whole different story. Like, I had attachment to Toby. And seeing Toby back in the theater as Spider-Man was fucking incredible. It's what I wanted. No, don't be sorry. Go take Ame for a walk. If it's a nice day, go. You'll regret not doing it. And you won't regret doing it. Just... Like, what's a walk? 10, 15 minutes? What's the harm? There's no downside. Go take Ame for a walk. I will see you later when we play Sea of Thieves. If you don't come back to the stream, it's fine. Because... Oh, are they dead? When did that happen? Whoops. I would care if it was any other movie. I don't know. I think Flash looks okay. I'm not going to go see it in theaters. But I'll get around to it eventually. I don't know. It looks alright, but it's gone through so many rewrites and reshoots, and now it's acting as the end of the DCU, and it's like... I don't know. It seems like it's going to be messy. It might be good. James Gunn is hyping it up and saying it's one of the best superhero movies he's ever seen. But of course he's going to say that. He's the president of DC Studios. He wants the movie to make money. And the movie's already saddled with fucking controversy because of Ezra Miller. So he's doing damage control. He's saying, yeah, go. It's one of the best ever. Because he wants people to go fucking watch it. The future of his cinematic universe depends on it. If Flash makes no money, I'm sure David Zaslav would fucking cancel half the slate they just announced. I was gonna play Sea of Thieves tonight, with Joe, one of the people in the chat here, and you're welcome to join, Cameron. I don't think they would have a problem with you joining either. Oh fuck! I got to install it. I got to make sure it's installed. Um, I've heard a lot of people say Flash is really good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really been looking at reviews or anything. I just know James Gunn said that it's one of the best superhero movies he's ever seen. And normally I would take his opinion and I would go see that movie. But he's got an ulterior motive now as the head of the fucking company that made that movie before he got hired to boost the sales of the movie's tickets. So it's like, oh yeah, well we're not going to be playing super late. So if you're working today, I don't know, like it won't be after 9 o'clock. We'll probably be starting, I don't know, earlier, because Joe said she wanted to do it around like early evening, so like 5 or 6 probably. I don't know. If only they had a guy who played Flash for like 80 seasons of a show. I think that's exactly why they won't. I mean, he's already played Flash forever. I don't think that's. I'm off. I just have band stuff later. Did you say your Sea of Thieves session is being streamed? I didn't, but it could be if the others are comfortable with that. I don't know. The Flash show sucks. I haven't watched it in literally 10 years, so. Like, I watched season 1. I thought it was good. I watched season 2. I don't even think I finished it. I got near the end, but I don't think I finished it. I watched the first 2 seasons of Arrow. I thought it was good. I watched the first 2 seasons of Flash. I thought they were good, but I'm not. The rest I never even touched. And from what I've heard, it's not worth going back and catching up on. It's like, see, with the MCU shows, it's one thing because other than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is like a special circumstance, uh, the like the Disney Plus shows and stuff, they're like 6 to 10 episodes. But all the CW DC shows are like full 22 episode per season shows. So there's no fucking way you could get me to try and watch all of that and catch up. You can only write so many seasons of You Need to Go Faster, Barry, before it gets old. I think that is true, yeah. I already saw the pattern in season 2, and that's why I dipped. Was I saw that the pattern was, oh, another speedster. Yeah, what I was saying was I think that's very true. You really can't have uh, every villain of the season be a speedster. It's incredibly repetitive. I don't know how they suckered people into watching that for 9 seasons if that was really the case. And apparently this season it's Batman who's the villain. Like the speedster version of Batman. So isn't the Flash faster than the speed of light? Depends on who's writing. But usually he can be. I don't know. Every circumstance and every writer dictates a different amount of power or speed or whatever the fuck. It's, you know, it's why the question of like who's stronger, Superman or Goku, is like dumb, because it's like, well, it would depend on who's writing it. Because whenever, different characters cross over, whoever writing it has all the power of how that's going to turn out, of whether or not they get along, of whether or not one is stronger than the other. So I don't really engage in shit like that. Yeah, no. I occasionally I'll like check in and I'll see like, oh, what is Flash doing this season? The show's still on the air. What's up? And then I'll look and it's just like a copy of Flash in a blue suit, or a copy of Flash in a black suit or a white suit, and that's it. That's always the overarching villain of the season, is just like a different. It's like the Smash color, alternate color schemes for Flash. I'm just like, all right, well, shit, I'm not interested. This is not how you get me back. I think there's only 2 seasons where the main villain wasn't a speedster. I'm surprised that there's 2. That seems like a lot. Oops. Protein. Jesus. Alright, so I'm going to be real with you folks. We are not finishing the game today. This is the second week in a row where I said, we're going to finally beat Pokemon Sapphire. And then Victory Road kicked my ass last Monday. And then this Monday, the Elite Four has been kicking my ass. I'm not going to stream this shit all day. I got other plans. But, next week for sure, I will try. The team is in a pretty good place level-wise, and I know what the first 3 Elite Four look like now, team-wise. So, I don't even know who that is. Was that the second one? You guys like to paint this picture of me as some kind of pervert. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. I don't have anything else to say. Alright, let's go back. Let's examine the team. I think we're going to call it quits in a little bit here. Let's see. We have a level 51 Swampert. 48. Yeah, we can swap you. I think we'll use the rare candy on Gardevoir as well. But it's better to wait. Alright. I'm going to do some grinding between now and next week. I promise. I mean, I did between last week and now as well, but I didn't do much. But between now and next Monday, I will make sure everybody is at least level 50. I will make sure I have potions. I'll make sure I have revives. And we'll get through it. You know, we'll get through it. So, that being said, and this team composition is still not even close to being up to date. Half the team is missing. I'm going to update that now while I talk. Great stream as always, thank you. I felt pretty good about this one. I didn't think I was going to feel good about this one because I didn't get much sleep, but also I don't know if anybody else felt this, like Thomas or Cameron in particular, because you guys are bad heads. 7.3 out of 10 needs more water. When you were watching the Flash trailer and you saw Keaton, for me, when he said, "Yes, I'm Batman," it gave me the same vibe as Oscar Isaac sighing and then saying, "Somehow Palpatine has returned." He basically goes, "Yes, I'm Batman." And I'm just like, that feels like Oscar Isaac going, "Somehow Palpatine has returned." I was just like, alright. This feels very not, I don't know. I think in the context of the movie, yeah, no, it's definitely a trailer cutting thing. Still, it's just one of those things where I was like, Okay. Let's fix this. I don't have a Gardevoir image saved, to much of your disbelief. I do have Hariyama, though. There we go. That's what I was talking about, was the Batman thing. I felt like that one scene felt like a scene in Star Wars. Isn't Michael Keaton 98? No, I don't think so. I don't even think he's 70. Oh, he's 71. I mean, his age wasn't a problem for me. It was just, I don't know. I don't really care about. I thought you said bad heads. No, bat. That's what they call themselves, apparently. People like Thomas and Cameron. They're bat heads. I made that up. I don't know what they call themselves. I never thought that. You mean 89? Yeah, I liked it when I was a kid, but I didn't love it. It was never my favorite. Swampert, Explode, Eggron, Hariyama. What are we missing? Gardevoir and who else? Did I even have a sixth one? It was just Torkoal, right? Which, we're not going to bring. Yeah, I have never felt the urge to rewatch it. I watched Returns for the first time like a year or two ago, and that was good. But yeah, he never really felt like Batman to me. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in that movie that just didn't feel right. And when I hear, I don't want to call them all boomers, but when I hear older people who grew up with that movie talk about how that's Batman, and like people who read comics and grew up with that movie, and they talk about how like yeah, Keaton is the best Batman. I'm like, what? That's fucking crazy. Adam West is a better Batman. I don't know. I'm not a big Keaton head when when it comes to Batman. I like him. He's a great actor, but I think that in the context of Batman, he was never particularly great. We're gonna use Kyogre as our sixth, just to round shit out. All right, let's pull up a sentence I'm gonna regret saying out loud. Let's pull up a picture of Gardevoir and save it to my computer. Okay, I gotta flip it because everyone else is. Oh shit! I moved the game. Everyone is facing the other way except for her. This picture sucks. Uh, I mean, he straight up kills people. I don't remember that except for knocking Joker into the vat, but it's probably true. I should probably rewatch it just to refresh. Frank thought Batman should murder more people. Frank is a different kind of shark. He likes to go against the grain. I don't know what you mean by that. It's probably some dumb reference that only you understand, you son of a bitch. Different kind of shark. What the fuck are you talking about? But, get a sexier one. Oh my god. You talking about the picture? He stuck a stick of dynamite on a thug. Oh, during Red Dead, yeah. Well, that guy was like a rapist and a murderer. I didn't feel that bad. Um, Batman. Oh, oh, never mind. I was. Oh, maybe we're not too different, me and Batman. Maybe me and Burt and Batman are very similar. This is like the worst image of Kyogre I've ever seen, but this is the one they use on Cerebi, so it's also tiny as shit. Uh, all right, there we go. The team is updated. We're all going to be level 50 next week. It's going to be smooth sailing. Uh, Before I end things today, I would like to thank Batman thinks. No, let me reread that sentence. Frank thinks Batman should taunt sick children with cures. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Batman thinks Frank should taunt sick children with cures. Uh, I would like to thank my subscribers. Ivanko1224, El Lucha Dead, Pat McGroin, Mashup28 Yo, and Rebel Ant. So, the 5 of you, thank you. Thank you everybody who watched, and everyone who participated in the chat. You know, making my day a little better. And life a little easier to choke down. I will see you all Friday night for Red Dead Redemption. And then next Monday, we will really, like, actually finish Pokemon Sapphire. See you later.